Oh God, I had the biggest fight trying to come out for this reading, gang. It wasn't allowing me to come out, but we're here now. Welcome, welcome. Stop scrolling, spiritual tea. If you come across me, you are the stone that the builders rejected, gang. And you are going to become the cornerstone of that entire building. Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Can you like, subscribe, and share? Say hello, gang, gang. Let me know that you're here. Both of my feet on my phone holder are broken. Everything is going wrong. I couldn't come into the live for at least 15 minutes. Sorry about the delay, I couldn't get in. So obviously something doesn't want me to give this message, gang, or messages. So if you come across me, gang, you are meant to see this for some reason. And it says you are the cornerstone that the builders rejected. Let me break that down for those that don't understand that verse from the Bible and how it pertains to you. Well, go on, gang, gang. Stop scrolling. I need to connect with you. Welcome, welcome. They've been trying to stop me from connecting with you because when I connect, I activate. I reawaken something that's already there. And they want to stop our connection, gang. Can you tap in by liking the live, please, gang, gang? Very important so the message can get out. Every time you like it, it gets the message out, gang. And so are you. That's why they're trying to stop me from connecting with you. You are the one that I was sent to connect with, gang, gang. If you feel this to be true, then I need you to like and interact with this live, gang, gang, so others like you can actually connect with this message too. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ashe, Miranda, thank you. JP Wingate. So welcome, soul family. I really need to connect with you today, so I'm gonna turn around. This is your girl D Virgo. Haven't been out in a while. 2222. But today I had to come out and connect just with you. This will be a personal reading for some, and for others it will go over your head, gang, gang, because it's not for you. I'm here to speak to the cornerstone that has been rejected by builders, i.e. family, friends, and circles they have tried to include themselves into. It says that you are going to become the pinnacle, that cornerstone. And I need to connect to you today because I have a powerful word for you, gang, gang. A lot of it is downloads. I'm not sure if we're going to draw any cards in this message, as most of them are just pure downloads, gang, gang, that I was sent to give to you. The one I was sent to connect with today. Psalms 118 verse 22. I want to start with that, whether you are atheist, Hindu, Muslim, or Christian, or neither. I have a message for you. within a Bible passage. And it's funny because I didn't draw any cards, but a card came out for you. And I want to show it at the beginning, which is very important. Oh my God. And we got Guardian Angel. I thought it was one, but it's two. Guardian Angel says you are not alone. So one is the Guardian Angel card. You are heavily guarded and directed and protected here, gang. This message is big. Damn it, oh, this looks so disgusting. It's got mascara on it. And it says the great teacher. In Christianity, that will be Christ. In the Muslim world, it probably would be Allah. So all these things in Hindu, it may be Krishna. So the great teacher is whoever it is to you. For me, it's Yahshua, gang. It is who it is to you. And it speaks about you being guarded by this guardian angel. Under the wing. Because that is a wing. A feather is a wing. Part of the wings. And it speaks about the dove being representative, which is very much your access to the spiritual realm. And I want to get you, gang. Oh, Muhammad, there you go. Sorry about that. Thank you, Chanel, for educating me. Thanks, gang. Islam and Muhammad, sorry about that. Didn't want to offend no one, gang. But it tells you that I'm not very well versed there. All right? So thank you for the education. So we got you being guided here. So if you come across me, gang, you were guided here. Absolutely by your guardian angel, who I may call different to your guardian angel, gang. But Spirit says a very high spiritual being has guarded you here. All right? And the great teacher for me is Yahshua, and it will tell you if I break down the card, which I will do in a minute. But I need to do things in an order that I see them, and I see the downloads coming first. But I need to show you this, because when I tell you about the cornerstone, let's go into the meaning of the passage 118, verses 22. Because it speaks about Jesus, the person depicted in this picture. It speaks about him and how he was rejected by the Jews, the same people who crucified him, who went on to worship him. And I want you to catch that message right there, because that is what this message is about. And it really does pertain to you. So let's get it. So I'm going to start with verse 22, but I'm going to go back and read the whole chapter so it makes sense to you. But we'll start with the verse 22. So Psalms 118 verse 22 states, the stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. But I want to go back to chapter verses 1. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let Israel say his love endures forever. Let the house of Aaron say his love endures forever. Let those who fear the Lord say his love endures forever. 1, 2, 3. When hard pressed, I cried to the Lord. He brought me into a spacious place. The Lord is with me. I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me? The Lord is with me. He is my helper. I look in triumph on my enemies. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in humans. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in princes. All the nations surrounded me, but in the name of the Lord I cut them down. They surrounded me on every side, but in the name of the Lord I cut them down. They swarmed around me like bees, but they were consumed as quickly as burning thorns. In the name of the Lord I cut them down. I was pushed back and about to fail, but the Lord helped me. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. Shouts of joy and victory resound in the tents of the righteous. The Lord's right hand has done mighty things. I will not die, but live, and will proclaim what the Lord has done. The Lord has chastised me severely, but he has not given me up to death. Open for me the gates of the righteous. I will enter and give thanks to the Lord. This is the gate of the Lord through which the righteous may enter. I will give you thanks, for you answered me. You have become my salvation. The stone the builder rejected has become the cornerstone. On that verse, I see how my voice starts to go. We'll say it again. The stone that the builder rejected has become the cornerstone. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The Lord has done this very day, so let us rejoice and be glad. Lord, save us. Lord, grant us success. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. From the house of the Lord we bless you. The Lord is God, and he has made his light shine upon you, upon us. With boughs in hand, join in the festal procession up to the horns of the altar. You are my God, and I will praise you. You are my God, and I will exalt you. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, and his love endures forever. And that's how we're going to start this message today, as it's not for everyone, but it is for you. As Spirit is going to call you here, Ganga. The Holy Spirit is going to do what it needs to do, and it's going to get the right people in the room. And if it's not for you, Ganga, and that's okay too. It could be. The Holy Spirit is calling you too. It's a calling on your heart. All you got to do is answer it, Ganga. Okay. As we are all messengers, messiahs, this is one of old. The ones I'm speaking to are ones of new, and that will be you. It says that you too will be rejected by people that know you. Those same people, Ganga, are going to reject you, sacrifice you, and string you up. But they're going to be the same ones that are going to turn around and respect you. It says God is going to raise you up from the snares of your enemies. And those enemies are closer than you would like to think, Ganga. Elena, God bless you. I have so much downloads for you, Ganga. I'm not sure if I've got space for cards today. Spirit says you are the stone that was rejected, that will become the cornerstone, the one that is needed to keep this building standing, family afloat. And I hear in my head, my hope is built on nothing less but Jesus' blood and righteousness. I shall not trust the sweetest flame, but only lean on Jesus' name. Now, you got problems with Jesus, some of you, so you can change that name to something else. But it speaks about standing on something solid and not nothing human, nothing material, something spiritual, something more substantial that can hold your weight. Because a lot of you are leaning on the wrong people, and they will fail you, Ganga. They will watch you fall. Some of them will be happy that you do. I'm speaking to you, Ganga. Stop scrolling. I got a word for you. God bless you, Ganga. Chosen Big Dog Tarot. You know I'm speaking to you. I'm intrigued. What's at the bottom of the deck? The stag. Those that are called to lead. The stag is a leader, gang. The leader of a pack. The antlers represent you being protected, your mind from any kind of manipulation externally. You are highly protected, gang gang, and respected in the spiritual realm, more than you would ever be in this physical one. The Spirit says you will never get love from those closest to you, because that's not who I've sent you to. I liken you to Moses, to John, and to Jesus, those that were sent with a message of enlightenment, and you too will become that cornerstone, and they will celebrate you. But before that, gang, they will crucify you. They will demonize you. They will throw stones at you, gang, gang. And they will reject you. As my voice starts to crack. We're not going to do that today, devil. I am going to give this message today. Today, it's going to go out. I haven't been out for 2 days. The devil's been trying to hold my tongue. The Spirit told me to speak it. And I'm going to speak it for those that need to hear it. So we're going to start with, I've got so much downloads, I'm trying to think which one do I start. Let's start here. Let's start right here. Because Spirit speaks about you being guided. It's funny because the guardian angel, you've been guided your entire lifetimes. And it's led you right here, right now. Some of you don't even understand it. Like, why am I here? I don't watch tarot. Because it's not about tarot, gang gang. It's about you. It really is about your story. And it says you have and the Lord give me my voice. You have ancestors in spirit, gang gang, who have gone through similar battles with you, gang gang. And it speaks about you embodying this spirit, this energy of this ancestor, and completing what they came here to do. And it will be completed through you, gang gang. Jessica and Jess. Monarch butterflies. I saw 2 yesterday and they wouldn't leave me. One actually landed on me. And it's very symbolic because it speaks about males in spirit and ancestral spirit very much guiding you. You being related to very powerful male ancestors, gang, who played very powerful parts in history that was probably not told, lied about, or misconstrued. And it speaks about this story being reawakened through you. Some of you are connected to very powerful bloodlines, and that's why monarch butterfly will come up for some of you, because that's a form of programming. That some of your ancestors were put through. I want to connect on various levels with some of you here. The way it was shown to me, I really want to give it to you. Some of you are connected to powerful Illuminati bloodlines. Very powerful. Very powerful, gang gang. And it goes way back. My crown is going off right now, so I know I'm talking to the right set of people, which is not all of you, but you know who you are. Some of you come together from the Masonic sector, which is very much different. Elite in itself, but very much different. Some of you came through the religious pathway, and you know what I mean. You came through the churches and the mosques and these spaces to get to those places. It speaks about you being a targeted individual, and I mean from the very mundane small things up into the big things. It's because of who you are and who they don't want you to remember who you are. They're trying to stop you from remembering, and it's throwing a lot of distractions in your pathway. So you would have found throughout your lifetime, you would have had a bunch of distractions, which would have looked like trauma to you, but it is very much distractions. It keeps you busy focusing on these things instead of on yourself. It says anyone that has purpose here will be targeted and monitored here. So targeted and monitored is part of the path. It's part of your job description of why you're here. It will come part and parcel with what you're here to do. Also, it speaks about your guardians flushing out the people that are weakest around you. And I'm getting a headache here on my left temple as I said it. It says it's coming back full circle. And when I see full circle, I just get a full moon. So full circle. And it feels like some of you have been here before and just things are coming back full circle here. And also people that have left, it feels like a full circle. You have been getting direct messages, whether you understand them or not. Very subtle or very much in your face. And gang, you have been getting these confirmations. You have been having people monitoring you for a very long time. Some of you know about this. And this is very, very, and that's why I had to really say, oh my God, you have been chosen to bring Christ consciousness to the world. And it's funny because that's representation of Christ, even though we would argue Christ is black. Okay? But this is where they dream on this card. All right? So Christ consciousness to the world. And your guardian angel has been guarding you to do this. That's why you've been heavily monitored and attacked. Because you have been chosen to be one of the chosen ones to bring these messages. The dove is representing the messenger. And you have been guided here to be this messenger, gang, just like Christ was. You will be too. It says all things through Christ you can do too. Through Christ that strengthens you. He says, you will come and do greater works than me. The God that's in me is also in you. So I see the same spirit guiding you. The same guardian that guided Christ, which is his Father, is guiding you, right? To be the messenger, to be the mouthpiece, to bring Christ consciousness to the entire world. That means you are here to speak to multitudes. And you are to be guarded. That means Spirit has sent people to guard you with their life. There are people that will be willing to lay down their life for you. Spirit says, find your... I'm going to get to that download because I don't want to say it prematurely. I want to say it the way I said it. I see it. Because you have to put yourself in the right rooms. Some rooms you'll be assassinated in, Spirit says. But there are other rooms that you'll be exalted in, gang. You have to find your room. You have to find your sect. You have to find your people. Because some people will assassinate your character. But some people will, what's the word, promote your character. You have to understand this, gang. Some of you are preaching to the wrong crowd. This is the crowd that's going to crucify you. You have to know your crowd. It's like you have to know. It's just like with YouTube and that you have to know your crowd. You have to know you're speaking to, gang. Because some of you can be speaking to the wrong people. It's like banging your head on a brick wall. I want to get to it. I hope I'm getting the message across. I feel like I'm waffling. I actually feel like I'm waffling today. I'm getting mad. I'm actually getting angry because I want to get the message across. There's no cards here. It's totally messenger to messenger. And I hope you receive the message, gang, in the spirit, because no human mind can really comprehend it. It very much is over the head. I've been sitting on it 2 days thinking in my human mind, how can I deliver it without the cards? Spirit said, you don't need the cards, Diana. You don't need the cards. You're hiding behind these cards and they're starting to depend on the cards. They become an idol when you depend on them. And I've been being beaten in the spirit, gang, to stand. So I'm going to stand on this message, and whoever stands with it, it's for you. If you don't, then it's not. I'm not here to convince anyone, gang. I'm here to just bring a message. They targeted you because they knew purpose was in you. The Star of David is back. And a lot of people are looking for the birth of Christ. But my message was that Christ person is here already. This is just bringing awareness to this spirit is here. So understand. And the way Spirit showed it to me, it was the birthing of many that are here to bring Christ consciousness. And that's why you see so much world events taking place, to distract you from what really is going on, which is spiritual and nothing physical, gang. All the physical stuff is a distraction of the spiritual. All right? Spirit is flushing out the weak links around you, okay? So don't be sad when people go, because these are the weakest people that are going to keep you back. They are the heaviest people in the boat, stopping you from getting to where Spirit wants you to go. You have been getting direct messages. The guardian angel is here. You have been monitored. You have been chosen to bring Christ consciousness on whatever level this is, all right, to the world. And when I hear the world, this is big. So I know that this person is like a Muhammad, a prophet that is going to be assassinated if not protected. Absolutely. There is not one prophet that wasn't assassinated. Not one. So I know that you are very much protected now. Very much probably hidden for a while, because it says that Jesus was hidden to a certain age. And so will you be too, because they've been looking for you. So he was hidden, protected, and it was 33 that he went into ministry, right? And it doesn't mean 33 years of a man, all right? It's spiritual years. Whenever you're spiritually ready, ascension, 33 is ascension. Some of you ascend at 60. So I'm not going to say the age will be 33. Some of you it may be. But others, your spiritual years will not be that. As you are just maturing, you're only now healing your inner child. And until that inner child's healing, you're not mature enough. Gang, gang. Right, this is very big. 16 days. And bear in mind, I got the message 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Gang, gang. I didn't say I was a psychic, gang, gang. I'm an empath. There's different things in that. For real. So get yourself educated right now. I'm an empath. I see and feel things on a very deep level, gang, gang. So 16 days. Bear in mind, I got the message 2 days ago. So I say 14 days. It says you are going to have a very powerful visitation and impartation in the spiritual realm. Some of you will get the gift of tongues. This will come. It's a very strong, powerful encounter with spiritual realm, with your spirit guides, with spirit, with God, however you want to say it. It's going to be in the spiritual realm. Some of you may even go into the spirit, gang, gang, as we were saying in the church. Write down your dreams over the next 21 days. I gave this message before. Write down your dreams over the next 21 days. Spirit says a lot of prophecies will be delivered to you through your dreams. Also, it says stop trying to fight these battles in the natural, because what goes around will always come back around. And once you understand this, you will just go with this. Okay. A message from your future and past self. Learn how to heal. Learn how to heal. Because once you heal, you ascend. Alright? Heal, you ascend. A lot of you are immature in spirit because you are not healing that inner child, gang. You are stuck in this cycle. Let's get to the next downloads, as there are many. Let's write your names down. Andy. Whoa. It's just, I'm kind of overwhelmed. Forgive me. Forgive me. I forgot to write your names down from the beginning. I really did. And I hate to break. Alina, God bless you. Chosen Big Dog. Alina, chosen Big Dog. God bless you. I'm hot already. Andy, God bless you for supporting my ministry again. Okay. Right. Could this be you If you don't think it's for you, gang, then it's not for you. It's quite simple. I'll take what I need from the message, gang. But you don't need to worry about me. You should be worrying about you at this point. Okay. Right. So in this season, you should be planted and grounded in something substantial and spiritual. And then no problems can disturb your growth. It says in this season, you will be prosperous if you find fertile ground to plant your seeds in. You need to change your counsel, change your friend groups, delete some people who are not going to the next level with you. Your circle needs to change. Go. Get around the right people at the right time. Evict things from your what? From your destiny. Meditate day and night. Turn off social media and meditate. God will shift people out of your life to make room for the right people. You need to be more planted in God, in something more spiritual. You need to meditate on the spiritual word. Changing your circle is very important. Write the vision to make it clear. Also, God will decrease you so he can be increased. In you. So he'll decrease things around you, so you will turn to him or her. You will find that a lot of things will start to be decreased around you, and then you'll start to turn more to spiritual. And that's what needs to happen at this time, girl. Less of you physically and more of your spiritual self, girl, because your mental, physical self doesn't understand how the spiritual operates and cannot fathom the limitless things that you're able to create just with the mind. Or destroy. Or destroy. Because you have the power to do both. With the mind and the tongue. Okay? Confusion cannot be in your life when you are pursuing destiny. So when I say confusion, you know, conflicting messages, conflicting people. So if you're on a path here and you've got people trying to confuse you with their own ideas or what they believe you should be doing, they shouldn't be around you because they're not, for me, they're not supporting you. They're literally trying to confuse you and trying to sway you to their point of view. If it doesn't align with you, gang, it's not for you. I shouldn't have to convince you. Okay? Every private information God is giving you in this season, do not tell no one. Shut your mouth. I wanted to catch that one. Because some of you just quickly come out here on social media and God said, not everything God said you should tell everyone. Some of the things God just told you, keep it to yourself and shut up. Alright? Dream killers are waiting to kill your dreams. Very real. Have you ever said things, gang, and you done everything right to manifest it, didn't work? Maybe because you talk too much. I've done it too. Announce something prematurely. And here comes them dream killers preying on you. Destiny stealers. Those two. They come out here and they want to swap destinies with you and they see where you're going. They steal your work, they steal your idea, they even try to steal your essence sometimes. But they just can't be you. So it says replications, photocopies, but you are the blueprint. Okay. The original design. They're just carbon copies of you. Yeah. So dream killers waiting to kill your dreams. Go to your secret places and talk with God and keep things to yourself. Become a money magnet. You are, I don't, that's the wrong way to say it. You have the ability to shift the atmosphere, which is shifting energy. Did you know that, guy? Some of you, through the power of dance, some of you, the power of song, the power of word, it says you actually disperse negative energy. You disperse negative energy, and that's why they need to stop you. Just through these simple actions, this is what you're able to do. Okay. It says be planted. For some of you, it will be in Christ, in your faith, whatever I say, in your faith, like a tree. It says your season is now, but it's time for you to start walking in favor as if you already have it, gang. Because a lot of you are walking in lack, and this shows that you don't believe that you can have it. It says you're going to get back your respect. Plant yourselves in grounds that are strong enough to hold you. Now that is a powerful word, because some of you are planting yourselves in places that cannot hold you. They're not big enough. These rooms are not big enough. These grounds are not strong enough. These people are too weak. They'll break. So Spirit says, put yourself around people, plant yourselves in places that can actually hold you, girl. Because where you're about to be taken, these rooms that you're putting yourselves in cannot hold you. Stop looking back and start looking forward. Meditate on God and ask Him for directions. People like me give you confirmations. The smaller your circle is, the better your vision will be. I like that one. Your circle needs to get smaller so God can talk to you. So you can hear God, because God's always talking to you. So let's change that one. The season of the hush, keep it to yourself. You are about to give birth. Be careful who you let in the room. I like that one. Because some of you are letting anyone into your birthing room. That's crazy. Most of us don't even let people see our babies till they're 6 months old. And here you are letting anyone in the birthing room. Go. Spirit says be mindful of that. In this season, you need to be more private about who you let in the room and who you allow to see your nakedness. I like that one. Not everyone can take your mess. They will go and talk about your mess. Find your spiritual midwife. Don't tell them you're pregnant neither. Yeah, they will pray against your baby. We've learned that. Come on. I know it's a good one, and it tells Spirit that. Come on. Spirit says, find your spiritual midwife, because you are on the verge of giving birth. And not everyone should be able to be the midwife for your child. And it's funny because the Star of David is here. Do you catch it? I wonder if you're catching it. You're ready to give birth. The Star of David is here. Mad. I just caught it. Some of you are never going to catch it. Shh, don't tell no one. This is big. That's why. Don't tell them. This is top secret, gang. Catherine, you caught it right. I just caught that on a big level. If you didn't, it's not for you. But yeah, you're about to give birth, and the Star of David has appeared in the sky as you're getting ready to give birth. And yeah, mad. Mad thing. That's a mad thing right there. So you're giving birth to something big. And it's funny, Christ consciousness, they said it. It's kind of mad. So this baby that you're carrying, symbolic, it's spiritual, very much so. As the Bible is a bunch of parables, as we know. So you're in your season of hush, don't tell no one. Not even your closest friend sometimes, because it'd be that one. It'd be the one you think it wouldn't be. Okay? Don't let everyone see your nakedness. Not everyone can take your mess. Get yourself a spiritual midwife, because you are about to give birth. Only you can hold yourself back. Some passengers need to be kicked out. Erase and delete them. Erase and delete them. And then we jump all the way to this one, which is funny because I wrote this and hear this when I wrote this one, and Spirit brought me back here. On the 2nd of the 2nd, 2020. Isn't that 222? And if you put another 2, 2020, 2222. Look at the date on that, gang. Is when I wrote this message for you. And Spirit brought me here today to see this message, to bring it to you. Your thoughts are creating an energy field that is pulling other energy from the physical reality back to you. I want you to understand it. Money is energy, and it responds to that frequency that you're emitting, so be mindful. All right? Get excited as if you already have it. Then money responds to that frequency and starts to come to you. Everything you could want already exists. Just exist at a level of energy that you can presently see. Everything you could want already exists. They just exist at a level of energy that you cannot presently see based on your current perception of reality. That's what it is. Money has ears and will hear when you call it. Just believe. Call it in, gang. My third eye's coming off. Okay. People vibrate at a frequency of lack. Change your mindset. This will higher your vibration, gang, and start attracting what you have repellent, gang. Because a lot of you are repellent. You're like a repellent, a walking repellent to the things that you are trying to attract because of this mindset of lack. And Spirit put down there, it's funny that I put it there at the time, 6 million. 6 million. It says 6 million pounds, 6 million people you will affect. 666. It's funny that I wrote 666. Feel as if it's real and be grateful that you already have it. That's funny. 666 manifestation. The amount of money that comes to you corresponds with your frequency of lack. When you drop past belief systems, the universe instantly responds to that. Align your consciousness to your reality of abundance. Money comes to the now. Money comes to me now. Money comes to me now. Money comes to me now. In the grand scheme of the universe, time does not exist, so it has already happened. You catch that? The essence of who you are is already abundant and prosperous, so therefore, you are attracting everything. You are. Your subconscious, the culprit, is responsible for 95% of your life. The part of you that you're not tapped into. Interesting. And let's jump to the last set of downloads, which is the ones that I want to give to you the most. But I wanted to hold back to last. This supermoon has activated your superpower, and it's messed up my mouth. The supermoon has activated your superpowers. You can now manifest anything. Some of you have been running amok with your minds and not realizing it. 555 is fire. Unexpected and sudden big changes to your entire world, internal and external. I gave this message the other day. You are the blueprint. They are the photocopy. I just said that. Okay. Your trust for the divine has brought this into fruition. Open your arms to receive what you have been watering and conjuring up in your powerful mind. My third eye's hurting. There was a spell placed to stop you from moving beyond this point. That's why you constantly felt stuck. Your gifts come from your ancestors, and they are more powerful now than they have ever been. This eclipse is supercharging you. You are now a force. And time is not real, and neither are you. And it is very much constructed. Time is not a real thing. It's constructed by man. It's made up. They put 24 hours on a clock when there's no such thing. And so don't tell me time is real. You're not real. And your ancestors. I swear I gave some of this message the other day. I think I gave this message. The seeds of your minds are now manifested into fruits. Your discernment is on point. I know I did. You can see demons and angels in people. Your intuition is bang on point. You are 100% correct. Like you're sharp. Your intuition. Bleh. Your intuition is super sharp right now. The supermoon is bringing out primal instincts. Very much primal. And be careful where you're placing your focus on at this time. So very much disconnect too much on social media. We're trying to get you to focus on things so you can manifest some more things which are very dark energy into the world. This is it. When you watch it, you're empathic. All this low vibrational shit, you perpetuate it, gang, on a big level. Spirit says, stop watching it. You're becoming it, and then you're sending out these wavelengths the same, and it's happening around globally. Be mindful, okay? Be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. Because the seeds of your mind is manifesting into fruits, whether they're good or bad ones, can go. Alright, but I swear there was another thing that I want to give to you before I go into the rest of the message. I want to make sure that you got everything. Because I be writing things down. And it might be on that phone. Because you are the child vessel through which God is going to heal the world. See, I be writing it down randomly everywhere. Like, it's kind of crazy. Give me a minute. You was made to feel like the black sheep, but you are really the butterfly. That process of becoming. But that's funny. All right, let's go into it. Is that it? That's crazy. Okay, so let's go into it, because, yeah. That was a lot. That was a reminder. It was you to hear again. Maybe 144. Maybe 4:14 on the clock. Okay. All right. I didn't see it that way. Okay. Probably. Okay. So let's jump into what these cards mean for you. There will be no tarot cards. Only oracles here today, gang. Only oracles. Let's see what these cards mean for you. As it won't be a lot. 60 minutes already, so yeah. So we got Guardian Angel. And it's coming from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Okay. And we're working with the Guardian Angel and the Great Teacher, which depicts Yahshua. Some call Jesus, some call Yahshua. Not really going to argue about it right now at all. Too tired for that. Okay. Oh, it's this one. Great Teacher. Oh, so where are you? Okay. You like that card, Rainbow Warrior? And asking silly questions. Is Oracle better than Tarot? Can you scroll on, please? This is not for you. This is not for you at all. I'm not Google. Ask Google. Guardian Angel message, gang. You are not alone. Watch for signs and reminders from your angels and loved ones that they are close by. Remember, they are working hard to guide you. This guardian angel confirms that your guardian angel has been with you. Whenever you see a white feather, just know you have been visited by your guardian angel. It's just a way of them telling you and your ancestors to tell you that they have visited you and support you. If you have asked for help in a particular situation, just know that there is divine intervention in the works. That's what it means for you. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them their entire lifetimes, whether it's past lifetimes, this one, or future. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. All right? Only maybe physically sometimes. This card is a reminder that there is always help and support available to you. In order to receive their support, you need to ask for it because you have free will. They will never just intervene. Just know that whatever unfolds will always be for your highest good. And that's what that card depicts for you. Oh, it's in here. And then we got the Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. So learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. This card was inspired by Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one to whom you feel closest to, as well as the great teacher within you too. The teacher wears simple clothes to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, you can be an incredibly inspirational spiritual teacher too. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. BZW, thank you, gang. Fast and pray, always bring answers, gang. That's the only way that I know. Thank you, BZW, for confirming that. If somebody wants answers, fast and pray, gang. Empty yourselves of all that toxic stuff that you eat, think, drink, and let in and let God in. And you will get the answers you're seeking. Thank you, gang. I appreciate you for that powerful confirmation to fast and pray. There is no other way. And gang, some of you need to learn that. Right. Where's the card gone? I'm kind of discombobulated at this point. Give me a minute. I feel like I'm all over the place. I really do. So who knows what the card is? Don't need it. It is what it is. You saw it, right? Gang, gang. Right, so he is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. Gang, gang. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to your prayers through signs and experiencing peace through joy. So the dove on the card that I can't find, oh, there it is, represents the answer to your prayers. Because you let go and let God. There you are, letting go and let God. And here comes the answer to your prayers in the form of this dove. We like that. This card can also represent a teacher in your life. A physical one, a spiritual one, or the great teacher within you. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world around you and within you. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a great awareness of what you need to do in order to grow spiritually. There is a great chance that you have been having challenges recently, that you have surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that you can help other people with their problems. Oh my God, my words are fumbling. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these have indeed been holy experiences. Have you? Has God been speaking to you? He's been speaking to me about you. Has he been speaking to you? This is confirmation that God himself has connected with you. Have I found the right people, Ganga? Or it is right over your head at this time? It says you have been receiving messages straight from God, and that's what I started with. And this is what they're confirming. It says there are people that demonize you, sacrifice you before they ever believe you. 222, very important for you and for me. It's funny because full circle. That's why I feel that we've come. Some of us, we started together and now you're back. It's kind of funny because where it says it's the spiritual journey, see? And it's representative of that cycle, that karmic cycle that's come to an end. As you enter a new cycle, gang, we enter it with either the same people or old people, but all these people that come into this new cycle are meant to be there. They're going to help to elevate. So Spirit says, I'm decreasing your circle so I can be increased in your life. Because a lot of you put these circles in front of God, so they had to be decreased. So you could hear, so you could be directed. Because some of you were going the wrong way with the wrong people. Getting confused. So yeah, confirmation that you have been getting messages direct from heaven. And as some of you say, the universe, which is actually the same place. Tomatoes, gang. At the bottom of the deck, I was very much intrigued, and we had the stag energy. And it's funny because it says they will put your head on a platter. Look at them stringing you up. They hunt the deer. In certain cultures, the deer is respected. In other cultures, gang, is it? Oh, thank you. In other cultures, very much hunted. For me, the deer is very agile, able to think on its feet. Stag energy, gang. Absolutely. It says trust and thrive. The trust is in the Almighty, in something that's not seen. Not in humans, but in something very spiritual. Once you do, you thrive. Very much primal, because deers operate pure on instinct. That's what keeps them alive. Their primal instinct. They're not savages, gang. They're good runners. They know how to avoid danger. Just by listening, they react to what they feel, sense, and just fucking know. They don't need to be told twice to run. They just fucking run. They find out later, and it saves their life. It's not always about the fight, gang. It's know how to navigate the dangers, the predators of this world, because everyone has someone preying on them. And being able to navigate this is an art, is a skill in itself. And it just speaks about the skill of the deer. And what it takes for them to survive and stay alive out there, gang. It takes a lot here. As they're not matched to their predators, but they do stand their own ground in the jungle, they really do. And they've survived this far. It says a lot about their spirit. A lot of animals have become extinct. They have not. Only through man have they become extinct. So stag energy, which is very powerful energy, gang. I feel like they're underrated. It says, come along and thrive. It's time to stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. Okay. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. Because in Celtic traditions, the stag with his crown of antlers is known as king of the forest. Do you remember they crowned Jesus with a crown of thorns? Didn't they? They put a crown of thorns on Jesus' head when he was on the cross. When they were crucifying him, gang. That will go over some of you lot's heads. But yeah. So it's often depicted as a crown where we see thorns. Gang. It also represents the challenges that you're up against, gang. It also says that the crowns protect you from any attack, especially to your intelligence, as there will be a lot trying to confuse you. I also see the thorns as protecting the deer's head, because with the thorns, you're not easily able to get to the deer's head, other parts, but the thorns now are a form of protection. So the stag with his crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest. Did you know that? Don't have to fight anyone, but he's the king of the forest, though. It's a jungle out there, guy. But he knows how to navigate it. It's not always about the fight, it's about the navigation of situations. Because it's said that the most agile person will be the one to stay alive. It's not always the fight. The fight will run out of breath, right, and stamina, because you're always fighting. Have you ever played a game? I played Resident Evil, and you can't fight all the zombies, gang. You got to learn to run. You got to learn to avoid some of them. Because if you waste your time fighting all the zombies, you're going to waste your knives, you're going to waste your ammo. You have no ammo left. You got to know how to save the ammo for the right zombie. Gang. Some of you wasting out your time, your breath on the wrong people. Arguing with them, they're never going to hear you. Save for the right people that will hear you, Spirit says. You're wasting your time and your breath and your energy. Alright? So he's known as the king of the forest. And his totem brings protection in challenging times. In Native American tradition, which is my own, he's greatly loved and respected. Because deers provide food and clothes for people. Even things like tambourines. You can use so much things with deers. So very much respected, gang. Even a form of medicine can be created out of it. Smudge fans, protection things for protections. So all these things, rattles and drums. And although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity and poise, always standing tall. No one said it was evil. And that's old news. We've gone past that. Why are you still stuck there? We're talking about the stag. This card represents fertility and sexuality. Very big. Because Spirit has called a lot of you into abstinence to refrain from any sexual activity at this time. To become pure of spirit, of heart, and of body. And go. Unless you're married now, then you can do what you're doing. And go. And go. Terrell Brady, thank you for the PayPal. I appreciate you, gang. I thought you not forgot about my PayPal. Thank you. Thanks, gang. Terrell Brady, 404. Thank you. I appreciate the PayPal, gang. My PayPal still there, D Virgo 2222. And absolutely. So fertility and sexuality is coming up here. An opportunity for some of you now to explore your sexual side. Why I said it. Because Spirit is now sending in your sexual partners, as in your loved ones, gang, your soulmates. Because not everyone's going to choose to get legally married. Because that's not what Spirit asks for. It's for that spiritual connection. Some of you may choose to do a spiritual marriage, which is very different from a legal one. But it is putting your relationship before God. So Spirit is sending in people that you can depend on. It says you have an opportunity to thrive at this time. So trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, all your strengths and all your power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead. And it's funny because I was going to call this You Were Born to Lead. It was going to be titled today, You Were Born to Lead. But then Spirit brought the passage to me and I couldn't. I remember one time there was one person and she's Taurus with Aries in her chart. And I done a reading for her and this passage came up for her. She will know who she is when she hears it. No longer have contact with her because people like to switch. But I remember doing this reading. It was one of my first. And God gave me this passage for her. And when it came up again today, I knew it was going to be very powerful because she tended to be very powerful, gang, but didn't know how to use her powers correctly. Because to a lot of people that's given power is a lot of responsibility, gang. And some people don't know how to use it very well. They abuse it. So I pray all the time for God to use me in the right way and for me not to abuse this power I've been given. And gang, Jeff, gifted a membership. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Because I know it's easily done. And gang. So every day I really do sit down and tell God to deal with my ego. Because I don't want my ego to be involved in this, gang. As it's been done to me, I would not like to do it to others. So at this time, you were born to lead, Spirit says. From the day that you were placed in your mother's womb, you were born to lead. And that's why I see a lot of alphas. You having a lot of battles with other alphas. Other people who want to lead. Other bosses. So you'll go into a group, gang, and you'll probably butt heads with the leader. Because you may not know it. You may have come in to be the follower, but Spirit says you're the leader. So a leader will always find problems with you, your boss, your teachers. These people of high positions will always have problems with you, your mothers and fathers, because you have this boss energy about you, gang. So you'll find you will butt heads with these people, authority figures. So you may have problems, there we go, with authority figures at this time. So you were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. Stop being the follower and start being the leader. Stag energy allows you to feel safe. Because the antlers keep away anything that interferes with your intelligence. There we go. And your presence. And their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and who you are becoming, and all the things that you have already accomplished to date. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards, gang, because that's where you are going, gang. So let's get into it. The message: you are the stone that the builders rejected. So many people rejected you, gang. Many, family, friends, partners. You have suffered with this spirit of rejection, Spirit says. But you are not the first and you will not be the last, gang. It says they've rejected you, but I have accepted you and qualified you here for something much bigger than you. All right? Stop dwelling on the physical things, the physical relationships, the physical emotions, and start getting into the spiritual relationship with God, with me. I would say me, because it's very much as I was hearing it, it was get into relationship with me. Keep your eyes on me. Stop keeping your eyes on them. You keep your eyes on them, you feel like a failure. You keep your eyes on me, you feel like a winner. And it really is about the feeling. Get yourself in the right room. Start speaking to the right people. We're going to go quickly through these oracles. We're not going to keep you long. We're going to take one from each deck. And we're going to pass through them. Because I can see shamans in the room. You are sent to heal. You from powerful bloodlines of healers, gang. Shamanic energy. That's why they said Native Americans. Very powerful for you. As a lot of you connect to this energy. And they stole your history from you. And it's funny that you see the time. Remember we spoke about time being constructed, not being real? That's what it shows. You are the keeper of time, gang. Time is what you make it. And it's funny because I can hear, if I could turn back time, Spirit says you literally can spiritually. This is where we call healing the inner child, a reversal of time spiritually, going back to reverse the things that were done, to heal those things that are to come. You spiritually have to go back and heal some things in that subconscious of yours. Diana and Catherine. That's funny because Catherine's my mum's name and Diana's my name, or almost. Ain't that funny? Ain't that God? Catherine be my mum's name and almost Diana will be mine. That's funny to me. What do you need to know, gang? Because people would call me Diana growing up and I would say, no, my name is Diana. Thank you very much. Okay. Water your garden. Because a lot of you are not watering your garden. You're watering my garden, his garden, her garden, your boss's garden, your kid's garden, and your garden is drying up and shriveled up and dying. And you're wondering why. Spend more time working on your stuff, your things, you. Because some of you, it's you. You're like SpongeBob. There's no life left in you. You give it away to everyone but you. Gang. So water your own garden, gang, because you're no good to anyone until you do. Honor yourself first. Nourishment. Body care. Very important, gang, because your body houses that immortal soul. Tenderness, give it to yourself. And most importantly, rest. Rest, gang, you need it. My teacher told me the most important thing, to process everything that's happened to you, past, present, and to come, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. Some of you had a good night's sleep since it happened. And that's why you can't really process it. So it says, you need to sleep. Get a good night's rest. Sleep then, girl. You actually need it. Drink water. But I would say the right water. As I found out, not all water is good water for your body. So drink the right water, girl. If you can't, add salt to your water. This will help. Alright? But water your own garden. Before you're out here trying to heal the world, Spirit says heal yourself. That's what I learned. I'm not good to you unless I'm good to myself. There's no point in it. Okay. Fix your own house. Love on your kids before you come out here and love on anyone else. It's like my kid said to me the other day, how can you speak to anyone else if you can't speak to us? It's true. Okay. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you are a seasonal being. You cannot be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes, reset, and refuel, to take a moment to restock, to maybe even rethink and replenish and slow down. Back to that time, because some of you are thinking time's running out. My internal clock, no such thing. It's what you've been taught. Your body is the only body you're being given. Not like teeth, you're going to grow more. This is it. Yeah. And it needs to be respected as such, from who you allow to touch it, speak into it. It's very important. And how you treat it. You are being called to take responsibility for your well-being at this time. To put your health and body first. Because a lot of you like, I want to heal the world, but God says I want to heal you first. Let's start with you. I know it can feel like time is running out. What did I say? As if there are urgent things that simply cannot wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in, gang. And your body, how much more can it take? This way of living is not sustainable. If everyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, my words, and it will take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common because you are putting too much pressure on your bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. You are being called to put on the brakes, to rest, restore, and rejuvenate. When was the last time you took a holiday? Even if it was just in your bed. Had a full weekend, day or afternoon off. Look after your precious body and your mind. Give yourself enough time to recover when you find yourself running on your reserves. There is enough time, as someone was trying to tackle me up there. Life will bend towards you when you do. Ashe, this is a very important message for some of you. Slow down before life slows you down, because it finds a way to. Gang, gang. This is a warning. What you need to know. Can't be all go, 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 gang. You gotta have balance here. All work and no play. Some of you all play and no work. Find that balance, gang, gang. What do you need to know? Spirit, speak, because we do need to go. 444 on the dot. Are you mad? Screenshot. Pow. Hidden realms flipped over straight away. Awakened spirit. At the bottom of the deck, you can't make it up. Who is that? The galactic healer. I blocked you for asking if you were British. No, I didn't, but I'm going to block you now for talking rubbish. And I'm going to do it on the live in front of everyone. Now you can say it on your next account that you come back on. But I didn't. But now I did. Ganga. That is so silly. Hidden realms. You are now creating conscious awareness. Ganga. So you are tapping into the spiritual realms. Look at you. And now they want you to be the mouthpiece. Can you see it? Why? Because you are the healer. But first, Archangel Raphael wants to heal you. This is connecting with you right now on a whole different level. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are the messenger for the spiritual realm. But first, you are being healed on deeper levels. And Spirit says your ancestors are being healed through you. Chains are going to be broken through you. People are going to be enlightened and healed through you. The words that you say, speak, or sing. That's why they've been trying to silence you. And it's funny that the mind is showing up. That's the biggest part of you that was affected. Gang, gang. Oh my God. Let's meet the galactic healer for you. No words said. I got nothing to say today. Just a message. Ashe. Don't look back. Move forward with an open mind. We exist within a multi-universe and multiple realities. Anything is possible if we set our mindset accordingly. Reaching beyond limitations and what is currently visible to us enables humanity to continually evolve as a species. Sacred symbols, ancient architecture, and medicine have been inspired by astrological phenomenons. You may have found yourself searching for knowledge on ancient healing practices, energy work, or light-based information, such as DNA coding, energetic downloads, Reiki healing, sacred symbols, and self-healing techniques. A guiding hand of a star or galactic healer can facilitate profound healing. Experiencing frequent ringing in your ears, unusual hot flushes, or perhaps knowing answers to questions you have little experience or knowledge of will take focus as you adjust to this higher resonance of frequency. Is that you? Because I know that's me. Gang, is that you? Born healers, that's who I'm speaking to. And psychics. Because I don't call myself a psychic, but some of you would. But that's not the label I give to myself. I just see things and feel things. Okay? I just don't call myself these labels. But Spirit says born healers and psychics may experience deep soul activations as galactic healers are present in your life right now. You may feel particularly connected to Palladian, Orion, or Arcturian energy, and it is strongly recommended that you discover more about your connection now. Honor your own connection, for at last this will identify why you have felt so isolated and misunderstood your entire life. Ganga, I love you. You may already feel strongly connected to times of ancient Egypt. I was speaking about it today. I was showing my daughter pictures of Turkey and how I was in the pool of John the Baptist. I was in the house of the mother of Jesus. I was in these places. God brought me there. I was in the pool of Aphrodite. I swam in her pool. I stood in her concert hall on her stage. I was supposed to be there. She is in my bloodline. So it was very, very, I don't know, it was moving for me. So being connected to ancient Egypt, Atlantis, ancient Lemuria. Now is the time to reawaken that inner knowing. and the ancient knowledge that already... I can't talk today. And the ancient knowledge that already resides within you. Know that a deep awakening is occurring now. And you must acknowledge how far you have already come on this journey of life. Come on. You see the pyramids? Oh my God, it's true, innit? Oh my God, I just saw it. Oh, Alex, you're amazing. Alex is amazing. From Egypt as well. Alex, you're amazing. I got tingles. Whoa. Whoa. Alex, you're a god. Uh-huh. Ooh. You got my crown lighting up there. Gang, gang. So see, some people see things that we don't see, gang. This is the thing. Whoa. So reawakening what already is there in that subconscious. Remember it says 95% of who you are is in your subconscious. The part you can't access. You're operating from 5%. The inner knowing is your subconscious, gang. Let's tap it into it. This card is powerful. And you must acknowledge how far you've come already. Because you've come far, gang. Some of you lifetimes. While remembering past lifetime experiences can be adventurous, I can't say this, adventurous to some, to understanding your psyche, it's very important to remember you can only integrate healing towards this level in the present moment, though, through conscious thought and action. So try not to get lost in these connections. You must remember that your time now in the present is in the present, and you must embrace these aspects of you if you wish to further understand self and share healing and knowledge with others, because that's what you're here to do. First, understand yourself, and then share this knowledge with others. Oh, my third eye and crown is automatically both just doing a mad thing. Shadow aspect of this card is arrogance. Don't get too arrogant now. While speaking about the ego. Because you can become so versed in so much stuff that you become arrogant with it, gang. I've done this and I've had to check myself. Spirit checked me. Oppressive leadership. It says you can rule two ways, by fear or respect. Which one would you rather? And gang. Leadership. Again, you've been called into confirmation. Also irrational behavior. To others, you may look irrational, sound irrational. Not every leader is to be understood. Leaders are often eccentric, looked as eccentric. Think about all those people. They look eccentric, sound eccentric. They got to do others wouldn't do. Say things others wouldn't want to say. You got to be the bad guy sometimes. That's how it is. The angel assisting you, and I told you, is Archangel Raphael. Don't play with you. Healing you from deep psychological, physical, emotional, and spiritual healing, gang. So a lot of pain there. The sacred crystal is Moldavite. Don't play with her. She's right here. Where's she there? In the Eye of Isis. She's right there. See her? The Eye of the Tiger. She's there. She's watching you. She's the Eye of Isis right there. And she has been keeping an eye on you. And so the crystal is Moldavite, gang. You are now ready to get this Moldavite. Some of you wasn't ready to hold this stone. But Spirit says you're ready now. So if you've been drawn to purchase this stone, Spirit agrees you're ready now. Affirmation. I reawaken my soul's desire to learn and grow beyond existing limitations. And let's just keep going because we're going to draw this down. Okay. Sip of my drink. More like a gulp, but yeah. Needed it. I was so nervous. I was like, OMG. God, go with me today. Very much out of my comfort zone. But that's where I'm going to be. Wisdom is what Spirit is sharing with me to share with you. And I like this card because she's using the wisdom that she has to get to where she wants to go. The Spirit says you already have the wisdom that you need to get you to where you need to go. Use it. Stop abusing it, gang. She's using it. It's funny, she's standing on the word. That I could, oh my God, that's a whole sermon. Standing on the word of God. That is crazy. She's standing on the word. Oh my God. I don't know if some of you are going to catch that one, but yeah. And now she can walk on water. Oh my God. Now she can do anything. She has access. What's the number on there? Exactly. Come on, what's the number on there? You can't make this ishnizzles up. 2-2. That's how God speaks to you, the connection. Remember, it speaks about the boat and you having to take people out the boat because they're weighing it down. And it speaks about all the information that you get along the way, gang, using it to elevate you. Most of you won't take people, you'll take information. Catch it. Most of you will go it alone. You will only take the information that you've accrued along the way. So all these people you're trying to take with you, they're not going with you. It's just the information from the experiences you've had with them that you're going to take with you. I want you to catch it because those people don't have love for you, they're not supporting you. They're not who you're called to. She's standing on the word. The word that was given to her by God. Even though man says she couldn't do it, God says she could. God says he could. So instead of standing on what man said because a man doesn't understand and it's very limiting, she stood and he stood on the word that was given to him or her by God, because it says you've been getting direct messages from your spiritual teachers. And it says now you've got to stand on that word. As mad, eccentric as you look to other people. So she's standing on the word that she's been given. And she's looking crazy out here because she's on a boat in the middle of the ocean, standing on some books. And we're like, why are you standing on some books in the middle of the ocean, baby girl? That's dangerous. And she's like, you don't understand. Not everyone's going to understand your vision. They're not meant to. They're not going where you're going, girl. You're going to look crazy to some people. Gang, you're going to look crazy to some people. They're not going to understand why you're doing what you're doing. Gang. They're not going to understand it. They're only going to understand the Bible that they read and what it said to them, word for word. And even then, they don't understand the Bible. They don't. They just read it without no understanding. I see her reaching for the stars by standing on the word of God, by standing on what she knows. I'm not here to please everyone. It's not my fault people get triggered by my message, gang. They have a choice to scroll on, but they choose to type in the box. That shows being triggered and no control over themselves. using wisdom. Wisdom will make you scroll. But these people are not wise. And that's why they respond. They react. Okay. And that's not of God. Wisdom will tell you to scroll, to block. Yeah. So using your wisdom with the waning gibbous moon, which is very important, guy. Very important, because it says a lot of the wisdom you're going to accrue is going to be in your journey. You won't find it in a book. You won't find it on a book. You're going to find it your journey along the way. Using what you know to get to where you want to go. And she's reaching for the stars. Standing on what she knows. So I know that a lot of you have a lot of wisdom over the years and lifetimes that you can actually share. And a lot of you are still out here searching for more knowledge that Spirit says you already hold. You already have. For me, I will tell you to search within yourself. Because some of you have more wisdom than in those books that you're searching in. Those people that you're looking to. Spirit says most of it's inside of you. Just waiting to be stoked and awakened. Spirit says some of you are a whole library. Whole library. An Akashic one. You're able to channel. But until you sit and spend time with yourself and with God, you will never be able to. You will always search outside of yourself for this information that's actually inside of you. Okay. She's reaching for the stars based on what she knows. And that's the wisdom that you have inside of you. Spirit says some of you are aiming way too low. And that's because you're not in tune with the highest version of you. Because it's funny as well. It's showing the highest version of her. But that's through wisdom. And that's through her spiritual journey. The water represents it. Which is a lot of emotions. So it's not easy and it's not for the weak. It does speak about isolation. You see, she's isolated here. A lot of knowledge, but a lot of isolation is happening here. A lot of emotions. A lot of spending time with the stars. That spiritual aspect of herself, his self. That's the higher self. Gaining knowledge. Processing the knowledge. Standing on the knowledge that I've learned. Because it's easy to have knowledge, but can you stand on the knowledge that you've learned though? What do you do with this knowledge? Okay. So let's get the wisdom card. Okay. As I fail to really understand the mindsets of people that come on social media. I struggle to find if these people are real, someone's child, someone's parent. Okay. What type of human could this be? Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something you are not seeing, and you need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. Learn from your experiences. You might wish to ask the opinion of a wise mentor if you are uncertain about anything. Use your knowledge and experiences to make wise decisions. It is often said that your body has its own innate wisdom. And that's what I feel. I feel like primal instincts. Your gut, your body just knows. This is the wisdom that you're born with. The wisdom that a baby just knows the mother's going to feed it. It's going to get food. This is the energy. It doesn't come in worrying about anything. And It's often said your body has its own innate wisdom. If healthy, it just knows what to do and does what it needs to keep you alive. and moving without thinking too much about it. Most of the time, you are not aware of trying to keep your heart beating. It just does. Or of breathing when you're sleeping. Similarly, we have this innate reasoning system, intuition, that allows us to get answers or receive information without conscious thinking. It's that feeling or hunch of information or insight that is just there. Some people believe this is the wisdom we receive from the gods, the very spark of the divine, the voice that is left within us. This is a very old kind of wisdom that sits in a very old part of the brain. Then there is the gathering of knowledge and experiences and what we discern and learn from this. If the result has acuity, if it is successful in the real world and good in sense and perception, it's most probably wise. The getting of wisdom takes time usually, and we can be impatient for it. We might cut corners and not see the road that we take in our own poor decision making. As modern people, we have millennia, I could not say this, millennia of wisdom to assist us. Human history has some very wise people starring in it, and some not so wise. So we have plenty of examples from which to learn from. Gathering wiser people around us, in fact, one of the wisest things you can actually do is put yourself around people that are wiser than you, who are doing what you want to do. We cannot always know it all, and a wise mentor or friend cannot always save us from a poor decision, but always demonstrate how to be wise if we are not always quite there yet. So put yourself around in a room where you feel small, because a lot of you play it comfortable by putting yourself in rooms where you feel big. Comfortable then. Spirit says no. Put yourself in a room where you actually are the smallest. That's where you can actually grow. You've actually strategically placed yourself in a room where you can't grow. You've outgrown it. And there you are trying to grow in a room that you've already outgrown. And an area, a field you've outgrown. Spirit says no. Pick somewhere else. It's too easy. The stone or metal is fluorite. Fluorite. And I don't think I've got that one. Fluorite. Interesting. Alright, 2 more decks and I'm gonna just kick you lot out. 2 more decks, gang, and off you lot go. Take it or leave it. And go. I'm gone. Beginning to know. Collective message, gang. You are the cornerstone that the builders rejected. But you are going to be the most important stone to that building, though. Yes, you will be, gang. It's a green and purple stone, so beautiful. Is it? Ooh, I got to get that. I think I might have it, green and purple. I think I might have it still. Where did that... Oh, there. You're lying. Isn't that where Moses went up there and came back grey? Moses went up the holy mountain to get the commandments from God. And when he came back down, his hair was grey. Look at the card that came out at 8 minutes past 5. So you are the messenger. And you've been called to spend time with God. The mountain is just significant of a holy place. It says, take off your shoes where you stand is holy ground. They can't go with you. Your disciples can't go with you. They couldn't go with him. They had to sit at the bottom of the mountain and wait for him to come back down. So that means you've got to go by yourself. God is calling you into relationship, into counsel, so he can give you messages. If you have not already received these messages, you've been called into it over the next 16 days. But I said 14, that's 2 days, 2 weeks. To spend time receiving counsel, receiving messages here, as it will be at the Holy Mountain. Show respect when you get there. So this place should be very respectful. In the Bible, it says, take off your shoes because where you stand is holy ground. That is showing respect to spirit, gang. So then wherever this place is, it's somewhere where you have sanctified, in my eyes. Spend time here, meditation, praying, fasting is coming up too. The holy mountain, you've been called 27, and it's within you. Number 7 is introspection. It's not a mountain, physical one, it's an internal one. And it shows, and it's funny. What was that card we got? Wisdom. What did Moses get when he came up the mountain? When he went up the mountain, wisdom, gang. That's why his hair went grey. That's why his hair went grey, gang. He received wisdom from God. This is not for everyone, and I know this. I'm not going to break it down any more than it is. Some of you have been called to a physical mountain. Yes, you have been. To build, to live, to relocate. I know this. So it will have its personal message for you. But right now, spiritually, God is calling you here. And it's within you, a place within you. To switch off from the physical realm and to switch on to the spiritual one that is calling you into fast and into prayer, to come up this mountain, to spend time with God, to listen to what he's commanding you to do. Because when Moses left, he had a set of commandments, not just for himself, but for the entire world, and we still follow them today. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt love thy man, thou love thyself. These are commandments still alive today. I want you to catch this message because I'm really hearing it. And they're really trying to stop it. Star of David is very important, gang. And Spirit is calling you to that holy place within yourself to receive the wisdom, because as I can see, a lot of you are going to be the one to tell it, to say it. And that's why they've been trying to stop you. They've been trying to discourage you from speaking up, having the confidence to speak up on anything in your life, because they knew. She knows. She knows. I know she knows. This big. Some of you are going to sing it, rap it, speak it, talk it, prophesy it, preach it, but they are going to hear it though. Even the ones that don't want to hear it, they're going to hear it. Spirit is setting up the stage. He said, just build it. They have to come because I'm bringing them. Gang. So the holy mountain, let's get it, because that is a big, this has never come out, mind you, ever. From the day I bought this deck, it's never come out ever. So the fact that it's coming out here, number 25, the number 7, it speaks about internally, Spirit's trying to call you to a place where he's trying to download wisdom in you so you can go out and tell the world. And it's big. It's big. Thus saith the Lord. This is very much big. And the Star of David, it's big. Someone is receiving this commandment right now, these set of commandments right now, having to stand up, knowing that they may be sacrificed for this. This is big. They're going to want to assassinate you, even just your character, just for this. But that word assassination is coming up. And we'll just leave it at character for now. But you know what I mean. So the essence. I'm not here on a personal mission today. I'm just here on one message and that's it, gang. I'm not going to be distracted by anyone's personal stuff. I'm not doing anything, gang. Right now, I'm just here to deliver a message. I cannot be interrupted with this message at all. And it's funny again that Spirit is calling all the native people, indigenous people. If that's you, you've been displaced all around the world, but we are calling you. There's a reason why you was displaced and not the next person, but you was. You need to get into your history, and some of it's inside of you, not outside. Native people around the earth Recognize mountains as great places of great power, closest to God. You have the Star of David on your arm. Wow. Mr. Too Damn Good for You. Then, I love that song, gang. You know that, right? Hey, got my attention. Wee. Okay. Distraction you are, gang. Everyone knows I like that song. Oh my days. He caught my attention. Oh my God. Is that the devil? I'm trying to find my lip gloss. Oh my days. If it's gone out the window now. Oh, forget it. Oh, days. I've lost where I was and everything. You just put your chapstick on as well. Trying to find mine. Thinking I got dry lips. Oh my God. Mr. Too Damn Good is there. Like, what? First impressions, nah. Gang. We don't know where the lip gloss has gone. The devil is a liar. Tried to hide it on the floor. Gang. Susan, all these. Oh. I was like, what does the numbers mean, Susan? Oh, I get it. I meant it. Mr. Too Damn Good. Because I know my name's Mrs. Too Damn Good, so I'm trying to figure out, who are you? So native people around the world recognize mountains as great places of power, where one encounters spirit or where the gods or goddesses reside. Catch it, 111. Catch that. Catch it, gang. This is so big. Oh my gosh. In ancient Greece, near to where I was actually, Mount Olympus, because we learned this in school. Hi, Patrick. Was the home of a 12 main gods and goddesses. Do you remember that? In Tibet, pilgrims, am I supposed to say this? Circumambulate Mount Kailash to bring prosperity. In Peru, pilgrims climb the ice-capped Mount Osengate to receive the starlight and bring fire to the earth. Wow. The invitation to you. The Holy Mountain invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. First, you must accept your present situation as an opportunity to discover higher understanding. Find a sacred altar where others who came before you have prayed and found wisdom, and make your offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage, with love and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. The medicine. When the holy mountain shows up, it's time to get active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain, which is your challenge, really is your challenge, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth waiting for you. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the holy mountain. You already have all the gear that you need, I told you. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, and laziness, as these are your real obstacles. The holy mountain is within you, gang. Okay. And I told you, what did I tell you about that spiritual encounter? What did I tell you about the spiritual encounter? And this is 25 days. You are going to have a spiritual encounter, gang. But I just heard you need to meet God halfway. This is halfway. You have to go up that mountain. And it's internal, not external. Spiritual encounters, gang, it's very important. We're going to wind it down as we have come to the end of this message, gang. Thank you for coming. Stop scrolling. If you come across me, the battery is dead. You are the cornerstone that the builders refused. The builders being your family, the important people in your life. But it says you are going to become the most important people. Okay? For your whole lineage. And I mean your whole bloodline. Okay? Very important. The sacrificial land, gang. Becoming the one that was worshipped. There we go. I like that, Judy. Oh. Dearest chosen one, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us, whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material realm. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense, because I saw a spider over there. Right there, sir. And I swear it had 4 legs, not 8. Some crab-looking spider. Trust your spidey senses, gang, and you know you got them. Like when it says someone's looking at you, spiders in the room, like you got to look around. You just know something ain't right. The energy's off. You just know it, gang. Trust it. Read between the lines of everything. Tune into the stories behind the story, especially on the media eyes. Right? And your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. This is your girl, the Virgo 2222. You are the cornerstone that the builders refused, and God is calling you. Go and go. Thank you. Love you too, gang. Take care. On fire, gang. My crown is literally, I can feel just crazy. Thank you. Take care, gang. I'll see you soon. Powerful, gang. Just waiting to touch one of you. I'll see you soon.